welcome to the 6th episode of Chapter Cousins podcast, and today we're talking about Gilded Blade Theories. So if you have not finished the Inheritance Games books, 1, what are you doing on a podcast about books when you haven't finished it? And 2, get off this because we're going to spoil things.
Yes, we are. Okay, I thought first we could talk about the point of views of Gilded Blade and our opinions on them. So we have Gigi, Rowan, Lyra, whatever her name is, and Jameson.
What?
What were you saying? Gigi, Rowan, Lyra, I don't know how to say her name, and Jameson.
Oh, Lyra, you're right. In the book says, she's like, it's not Lyra, it's Lyra.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure, I feel like I said it Lyra, I did. But now I say it Lyra, and that makes more sense to me. I don't know. It took a long time to adjust to that, though.
I know. Also, there's, opinions about her, so.
Okay, but I was thinking about it today, and I was like, the fact that she is in Gilded Blade means she's gonna have, a big part in it. That
yeah,
she has one point of view. But, there's something... I don't know. But, yeah. But,
I love that. And I'm like, she needs to go. She's not one of them.
I like her, but I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, so how would you like to do this?
Do you want to start, I guess? Give a theory?
I'm going to start with, the short, one-liner theories, where the day I was on Pinterest, and I don't know why I never thought of it, but it says there was this whole blurb, and it was explaining why, okay, but I didn't want to write it all down. But anyways, the gist of it was there could be a bigger danger than what we already know. We already know that Alice is involved, but someone else can be pulling the strings. So somebody put this whole big thing on it, and it was like, there could be a much bigger danger and threat than we already know. Sheffield Grayson is still alive, guys.
And, Tobias, he knew about Alice. He knew she was alive and everything. And he's done nothing about this. And I think he knew that she was in this. And he's done nothing about it. So,
I just came up with a theory. What if Savannah is so mad at Avery because Sheffield is alive and having Savannah play for him? And she's just playing it off like, you killed my father. But she's just playing under him. Although, how would he, get away scot-free?
But isn't he for sure dead?
Is anybody for sure dead in the Inheritance Games?
I feel like he's for sure dead, considering, Grayson or Jameson, had it covered or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he's not. It's just, I feel like he is. Maybe he's not. I don't know how he's gotten out of being dead, though.
We can only hope. Okay, what's your theory?
Okay, I guess we'll start from the beginning. So we have the theory that Alyssa is Hannah's daughter, making Avery and her siblings, or she could be Odette's granddaughter because Odette said, I have a granddaughter who likes riddles. Or what if, I just came up with a theory, what if Odette is Hannah's mother and Avery is Odette's grandkid?
But we already know that Hannah's mom hates her, so Odette wouldn't be working with her because she was his mother. Her mother. That was the whole thing.
But what if Odette is Avery's grandmother, since she said that I have a granddaughter who likes riddles? I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but it just there's a lot of options here for.
That is such a deep.
I don't know. Maybe it's too far-fetched. I don't know.
Well, I mean, again, is anything too far-fetched for the Inheritance Games?
No.
The next one I read, which was kind of sad, is Toby dies. And that was the whole Pinterest thing. Just said, what if Toby dies? That was the whole. I was like, oh.
And so many of like the quotes that you see that's in Gilded Blade, like the one that says like every game has an end, it could be meaning a life. I don't know which one.
No,
I
I guarantee. Actually, I can't guarantee. I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, somebody is dying. Whether it's a big character or a small character, someone is dying. Like, I have next to Toby, there's 2 other people that could be dying. So
there's a lot of people who could die. I wouldn't be surprised if Oren died. I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah, that was on here. That was on my thing.
Yeah.
Oren, he's like, I don't want him to die, but like, he's up there for the people that are likely going to be the first to go.
I think he's probably going to die. I don't know. I feel like he probably will, trying to get Avery or something. He's going to die. I don't know.
The sacrifice.
Okay. The next one I had is from a Pinterest, and it said, in the Barnes & Noble exclusive of, I don't know if it was the Inherent Schemes or a different Inherent Schemes book, but anyways, it had a letter from Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and at the end there was a string of letters that decoded to their clues in the final gambit. This is not like a theory, but there are some clues in the final gambit apparently, and the final gambit is red, and the Gilded Blade is red, and none of the other books are red. They have a connection somehow. I don't know how, and I don't think I have the patience to reread the final gambit within the next week, but there is a connection.
Oh my goodness, I legitimately am gonna have to reread this whole series. Okay, next one is Benson dies. I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
No, he's not gonna die. No.
I mean, would I be highly disappointed? Probably not. I have against Grayson. I'm on that team.
Okay. I'm gonna let you say your like huge theory, if you know what I'm talking about from the trailer. Do you not have the pregnant theory?
The what theory?
Remember the theory about the babies?
Oh, that was not.
That one, for me, is one of the biggest theories, because I actually think it's gonna happen. And there's a lot of strings attached to all of it.
Wait, like the happy theory of baby or the sad theory of baby?
But like, there's like a happy and like a sad in like the theory.
Us girls were talking about theories, and there was one.
You came up with it, and then we just kept adding on to the theory, and then it just became a big sad
theory. Anyway, the theory is that Jameson and Nash bond because Libby has a miscarriage with her babies, twins, and they bond because Jameson is scared because Avery is pregnant and kidnapped. So that was the theory.
I genuinely think you're right, because Jameson was so freaked out, and I feel like it was abnormal. Like, it's Avery. Like, he should have been like, yeah, I think she can get through this, but we need to find her. But he was like freaking out. So I would not be surprised.
I came up with that. I don't think I came up with that one. I think I just like.
I feel like you like started it with something like maybe Libby miscarriages, and then I don't remember how it went down, but like, and we just kind of kept adding on to it, and we were all
Anyway,
okay.
Remember, we came up with that theory because Jennifer Lynn Barnes posted a few of the things we're going to learn in Gilded Blade, and one of them was which brother has the most tolerance for drinking. And so it was like one of them is going to go downhill. And I remember that's what started that. And I think we all believe that Nash should be the one, because Nash is always like this laid back, calm, has it together, keeps the family in order type of attitude. And I'm like, he needs to like rebel somehow.
And then Libby miscarriages, and then he uses that, and then Oh, that one's crazy. Okay, my next theory, or this one actually came from Pinterest, and I don't know what the Pinterest was about, but this was in the comments, and it was a person saying that in Glorious Rivals, it says Savannah was the only one of the three in white.
Wait, I read something similar to that. And now I'm trying to think, but it's true. It's true.
I don't know.
So this, I'm trying to think. I think it was a lot. I'm not sure, but this one was probably the craziest one I read, like ever, like of all the ones I've read, and I kind of hope it's true. Even though I've like when I first started the series, I was really on the hating Emily train, and now I'm like, she's kind of valid to the story. We need her. Like. So, anyways, the theory is Emily is alive, and this is why. At the end of Games Untold, when Jameson is being tortured, he says he hears a familiar voice of a girl, and then he says something like, not girl, woman, and the last time Jameson saw Emily was before she died at 16, so when she was a girl. And if she were alive now, she would be an adult, so a woman. And that would explain why Jameson would have corrected himself and why he recognized her voice. Who could fit the criteria that all the clues left behind, except for Emily? And it continues to go on to say it could be Zara, which honestly is interesting, but feels like a strange turn for her character.
I have no words. My brain isn't working properly now. Like, the only question is, like, how Emily's still alive. Like, they watched her die. Like, I feel like they're, like...
No. And
what's her body not discarded of or something?
Here's my theory. Tobias showed up. Randomly, right after. What if Emily and Tobias were in on it? And that goes into another theory I have of Tobias knowing that the Alice troupe exists because, can I review this next one? Brothers Hawthorne, Jameson and Avery went to the racetracks and they had bet on a horse, and a man had come up to them asking whether Avery would be betting on her own horse. And then Jameson mentioned that Avery had 2 horses in the race. One was named, I don't think they spelled it right, so I can't even say it right, which rearranges to the old man, and the other horse was named Lady Monocros. Yes, Lady Monocros. And may I just remind you guys that these horses were named by Tobias Hawthorne, so that means that Tobias knows about the trio. The question is whether this is a clue or not.
I actually don't even know how to... Okay.
That leads into my last theory, which is the lady in white could be Emily.
Oh my gosh!
All my theories ran together.
All your theories have been so far-fetched, and all of that, I think everything I've believed has been a lie. I think everything I've thought has just been proved false.
I wish I could have taken these theories as my own, like I came up with them, but it didn't. Thank you, Pinterest people, because these were awesome. Yeah. I didn't realize till just they all ran into each other.
Okay, wow. So the rest of the theories I have are not gonna be as insane like that, but okay, I have some theories that these were like our friend, and I genuinely was trying word for word to write it out from her text, so they may not make a ton of sense, but this is what she had said. Okay, so Jamie sacrifices himself for Avery. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think it's gonna follow through. If that happens, I don't think it's actually gonna happen.
What if? I'm trying to think of how these books ended, because remember the building that what is the place called? Rowan, where Rowan work? Rowan? What? Rowan. I think it's Rowan. Anyways, where Rowan works. What is it called? Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't finish it. Anyways, whatever. Where Rowan works, okay? Remember they had that whole big thing in Brothers Hawthorne where Jameson and Avery were competing in this building to win the estate? What if Avery, like, I feel like that building is connected somehow. I don't know how, but I feel like it's connected.
Interesting. Okay, so then this is kind of similar, like, leading off from that. Sorry, did you have something to say? Okay. So, during that time, we learn about Jameson's uncle, Branford, and how he has a son. So what if Rowan is his son, and Rowan knows that he can't have any family ties to be the perpetrator or whatever it's called, so he needs to kill Jameson and Avery after getting Jameson's money for saving her. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised with, like, the fact that he's his son part, but...
That is the name of the place.
What was it?
The Devil's Mercy? Isn't that what it's called?
That feels right. I feel like you're right.
It was something like... I think that was what it was called. I gotta get my books out. Oh my goodness. Okay, another theory?
Okay. Hannah is alive, and she is one of the three, and Avery's gonna have to fight her for the spot. I don't know.
Why do you want the spot, though? Like...
So, you know, she had said that they're, like, that they, like, they, like, force her, like, they threaten her, or it's, like, a bribe or something, or, like, they threaten to, like, if you don't take the spot, we're gonna, like, kill Jameson or something like that.
Why do we always picture the three as girls?
Was that never specified that it was girls?
I can't remember.
It was like three girls. I feel like maybe they did, but maybe they didn't. Maybe you're right, maybe they didn't.
I can't remember. It's been a while. But I don't think they specified it. So, like, Rowan or Tobias, or Toby, could take a spot. Rowan, I can see Rowan taking a spot, if it's allowed, instead of the Devil's
He already is trying to get into the Devil's Mercy. Get the thought, though.
What?
He's already trying to get the spot in the Devil's Mercy, so...
I know, that's what I was saying, that what if, because he doesn't want to get rid of his dad, Jameson's uncle, goes to the trio, because then he gets to have a happy family. Although I can't see him caring enough. Like, he just... Like,
I don't know.
I want to protect you. It's more like, I want this.
Okay, the next one is, what if Sky has another son, but the dad kept him, and then he comes and is nice, and then we find out Alice knew about him, but Tobias didn't, and Alice is using him, and then he turns worse than Eve, and Eve sees that, and then, in the end, Oren and Eve sacrifice themselves for Avery.
I have never, ever, 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 ever thought about Sky having a kid, but the dad gave me a butt.
Mm-hmm.
Time, if that would happen, why wouldn't Xander's dad keep him? Because Xander's dad is kind and wanted to be around him, and Tobias wouldn't let it happen. So would Tobias let it happen? Did Tobias like someone enough to let them keep his heir?
Or they were important enough to Tobias that if he didn't, that something would happen to Tobias, like something with his money or something like that.
Does Oren have a kid?
So that leads to my next theory. What if Zara and Oren had a kid together, but they hid it so that that kid wouldn't have to be exposed to the family? Because they've seen how everything goes down. They don't want that kid to be part of the family, so they hid it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, a little crazy.
Next theory. These theories are making me have my own theories, but I feel like I have to read them before I say them so that I can be like...
Okay, the last theory before we have a little surprise is, which this one I found on Google, and to me, I thought this was crazy, but I don't know. It says, since Avery is the knife, what if Lyra is the glass ballerina?
I don't want Lyra having a spot in this series, okay? I'd like to just get rid of her.
But she's literally a dancer, so...
You know who needs to come back?
Who?
The college girl. We don't have her name. She needs to come. She is the best out of all. We need her to come back.
Yeah. No, I like Lyra.
We can agree to disagree. Lyra? Okay, she had trust issues. After Emily and Rebecca and Eve, maybe I just don't trust Lyra.
But maybe she's gonna be good.
She's not Avery. Grayson said so about Eve. Lyra's no different.
Okay, so now I have a little, I don't know what to call it. But anyways, I found when I was lurking, when I was looking for theories on the Cosmopolitan, they have a exclusive first look at Chapter 3 of the Gilded Blade. So I thought we could read it together because I started it, but from what I started reading, it's absolutely insane. Okay, so this is from the point of view of Gigi. Okay, here we go. Gigi couldn't stop running, up staircase after staircase, and everywhere she looked there were more stairs. When she finally managed to stop, there was utter silence. And then she heard footsteps coming down. Gigi whirled, but no matter where she looked, all she saw was stairs. And then a flash of red. She turned, more slowly this time, and came face to face with a hooded figure. Red cloak, red gloves, red boots. The woman's face, however, was bare. Avery? Gigi blinked. Remember, Avery Grams whispered. Asks may be answered, invitations declined. Gigi's eyes flew open and she rapidly registered 3 facts. She'd been dreaming, she was curled into a little ball like some kind of human-hedgehog hybrid, and she was alone. Unfortunately, alone was the only thing that Gigi Grayson did not excel at being. That and sensible. Maybe also dignified, but regardless, where was Savannah? Gigi stared at the empty space on the bed where her twin should have been and tried to shake off the dream. So much had happened in the past few days. Gigi had entered and been eliminated from the grandest game. She had been kidnapped twice. Kidnapping number 2 had culminated in Gigi getting a visit from the long-missing Calathorpe, now the woman in red, also rather obnoxiously known as the Lily, and the Watcher, who had ominously declared that the time for watching was over. And immediately thereafter, Avery had disappeared. Those things had to be connected, but Gigi couldn't do anything about it unless the door opened, cutting off any plotting and or planning Gigi might otherwise have been inclined to do. Savannah! Gigi sprang from hedgehog position, then tilted her head to the side. You have Savannah face. Seemingly by definition, Savannah replied. But Gigi wasn't fooled. She knew her twin. She knew that face. It was her sister trying not to feel anything and feeling everything face. You had a rendezvous? I definitely said that wrong. Gigi concluded, her eyes lighting up. I hope it was scandalous, very scandalous, and yet also very British. Gigi wasn't sure if her twin had fully forgiven her for keeping the truth for their father's death a secret, but there was one thing Gigi Grayson excelled at, and it was having hope. What's he like, Rowan? Heartless, Savannah replied with a graceful shrug. And all the poise in the world. Vexing and persistent. Gigi thought back to Rowan's offer. He'd wanted an accomplice, and though Gigi knew for a fact that she made an excellent accomplice, she said no. Or rather, she allowed Savannah to say it on her behalf. Heartless, Gigi echoed with an earnest nod. Vexing, and his shoulders, they're very broad. I shall call him codename. Okay, this is gonna go on forever. Please don't give him a codename. Codename Vex Buddy. See also Shoulders McBrody Broad. Gigi had missed being half of a pair. If he hurts you, she told Savannah cheerfully, I'll kill him. Gigi nodded to the sheet of paper in her sister's hand. What's that? An NDA we're supposed to sign. Without giving Gigi a chance to reply to that, Savannah crossed the room and sat on the bed. Bad dream? Savannah asked. Growing up, Gigi had always taken refuge in her sister's twin bed after nightmares. I prefer to think of this particular dream as metaphorically confused, Gigi replied. You were kidnapped twice. That was Savannah's way of asking if Gigi was traumatized. They were perfectly amiable kidnappings, Gigi insisted, and her mind went suddenly stubbornly to Mateus Slater. The words he'd called her after the night before. A plague came. It's called you don't need to prove a damn thing to anyone. It's called you're already strong. No one had ever thought of Gigi as strong before, least of all Savannah. Gigi looked down at the NDA. I take it we're not signing. I didn't say that. Gigi had the distinct feeling that there were a lot of things her sister wasn't saying. Does this have something to do with codename Beck's Buddy being persistent? It has to do with getting off his yacht. After which, Gigi prompted, and then she made a scooty motion with her hands. Do go on. Savannah bowed to the power of the scooty hands. Rowan is, for reasons of his own, attempting to drudge up a lead on Avery's disappearance. To that end, he's looking for a way to pin that Zella woman down, and for that he seems to think he needs you. Am I the bait? Gigi asked earnestly. I excel at being bait. You aren't the bait, Savannah told her. Brady is. Objectively, Gigi barely knew Brady Daniels. Subjectively, hearing his name made her think about chaos theory and how naive she'd been during the grandest game. How she'd let Brady manipulate her into thinking there might be something between them. Alyssa Ortega hired Knox to find Brady. Gigi Grayson could do all business with the best of them. Knox hates people, but he likes me. Everyone likes you, Savannah said. For as long as Gigi could remember, she and her twin had each had their roles. Savannah was the strong one, the perfect one, the winner, and Gigi was the one people liked. That's all I am. That isn't all I am, a tiny voice inside her whispered. Gigi ignored the voice and the pang that accompanied it and searched her twin's eyes. Rowan wants to find Avery. What do you want, Savannah? Is it Rowan? No judgment if so, because the boy is built like a Brady sponsor knows where the body is buried. Savannah let those words hang in the air for a moment. Supposedly. Wait, what? The body, Gigi felt like the oxygen had been vacuumed out of her lungs. Dad? Savannah's Savannah face returned with vengeance. I know you love Grayson, Gigi. I know you're attached to his brothers and Avery too, and I don't want to hurt you. You won't, Gigi said. Sometimes faith was a simple thing. You don't know that. Savannah fixed her gaze straight ahead. I'm an optimist. You are my Savannah. I do know it. I make no promises, Juliet. I make all the promises, Gigi replied, meaning that and willing Savannah to feel just how much. It's you and me, Savannah. It always has been. And I can have enough faith for the both of us. Could this go badly? Definitely. Was Gigi letting her twin chase a lead like this alone? Definitely not. Especially since joining her sister might let Gigi find a way of helping Avery too. So when Savannah removed a pen from her pocket, placed the NDA flat against the wall, and signed, Gigi didn't even hesitate. She added her name right below her sister's. So, Gigi summarized, capping the pen with a flourish. Step 1, Knox. Step 2, Brady. Step 3, Zella. Savannah narrowed her eyes. You have Gigi face. I, Gigi corrected grandly, have a plan.
Yikes.
I don't know how to, like, I'm interested what's gonna lead out of the fact that they know where Grayson's body is.
What if, new theory, Savannah, okay, she really wants Avery gone. What if she dies trying to get rid of Avery? And then Gigi is mad at Grayson for the death that has occurred from his family.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I don't know. Maybe Avery, like, they find out that Avery's not the heir and she loses everything and she goes back to her regular life.
No, that can't happen. That can't happen. Nope.
Not under what?
Nope.
Alright, any concluding comments?
Well, I am very excited to read The Gilded Blade, which is coming out officially a week from today, so that's very exciting. And I just realized that we're gonna be together then, so we're gonna definitely be reading this together, and I'm very excited. So, please give your theories down below and make us freak out.
Alright. That's the conclusion to our theories. And if you haven't read the Inheritance Games and you're still here, I don't know if we can be friends. I'm just kidding. Bye.
Thanks for watching.